Hi, I'm Don, and this is the Hobbyist Geek. And today we are continuing our R2 build. We have issue 77 right here, and we have some parts. So, not sure what this goes to, but let's crack it open and let's see what we got. And here are the parts that we get with this issue. We've got a left leg support, a left leg shoulder bracket, two cable ties. We got some more of these Allen plastic screws, and we've got this kind of cable channel, but in the instructions they call it a cable tidy, which I've never heard of before. But I can't wait to see how this all goes together. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is put the support bracket and the leg support together. And if you flip this over, you can take a look and you see there's these two posts here. And on here we've got four holes. The two lower ones are where those posts are going to go. They're just going to slide into place just like that. And we put in two of the 6mm screws right there, the 2.5 inch wide ones. And with that complete, we'll bring out the body frame. Alright, and with the body frame out, this rectangular portion here facing away from you, because this is going to be the front of R2. This is going to go on the left side here. And if you take a look at the bottom of the brace, you can see there's two posts and two holes. Well, right here we got four holes. The two outer ones are where those posts are going to go. So it should just slide right in, just like that. And what we're going to want to do is, while we hold this in place, you got two 8mm screws that are going to go in through the bottom. Alright, and with those screws in place, we now have the left leg support attached and looking pretty. Alright, next up we're going to finish off these Allen screws in the dome. You can see we've got these three holes that remain right there. And we only have to do the three this time. So let's go ahead and get those in. Alright, and with those in place, the real fun can begin. Alright, the very first thing we're going to do here is we're going to tidy up these cables here on the lightsaber ejector tube. And to do that, we're going to want to line these up very carefully. Remember, this end of the yellow cable is prone to be detached, so be very careful when you do that. But you bring them all together, line them up as neatly as you can here, and you want to apply this cable tidy thing. And it's going to be kind of tedious, but basically you literally have to unwind it and wind it around piece by piece. Start at the low end and work your way up. And when all is said and done, you're going to want something that looks like this. Now you still have a little bit of opportunity right now to adjust any of the cables if you need to, but when all is said and done, yeah, it should look a little something like this. You are going to have a little extra of the black hanging out here, and that's okay. Alright, for the next step of tidying it up, we're going to take one of these cable ties here, and we're going to tie it here and here. So it's going to go around everything, just like this. And we will tighten her up gently, of course. All right, and then you can snip the excess off. Just like that. Now we're going to take the other cable tie and we're going to bring all of this over to the base here. And it's going to go right above these center outcroppings. And there you go. And don't forget to snip off the excess. And we're ready for the next step. Alright, next up we're actually going to take the ejector and put it here into the dome. Now if you take a look this way around, you can see this right here, that is where the opening is. And you can see there are two holes right next to each other. And we've got two bases right here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to keep the ejector assembly with the motor facing towards the left. And we're going to feed this thing in, trying to keep the cabling separate and line that up. And what we're going to do is screw those in from the top. We're going to need 6mm screws to do that. Alright, I ended up having to finish that one off camera because what a nightmare that was to get in. Just trying to balance everything and screw it in from this side with those 6mm black screws. Wow, that was a pain in the butt. But it is in and ready to go. And now the fun begins! We're going to finally start wiring this puppy up. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with this device right here, the rear status display. And you're going to take this cable and we're going to wire it through all of the cable channel. We're going to plug it right here into the first socket. Alright, it should look something like that when it's done. Plugged in right there. Alright, and next up we're going to take oh, looks like some of this cable came out a little bit. Let's get that back in there. Alright, we're going to take this puppy and that's going to wind its way through here and here, and we're going to end up plugging it into the second slot. Alright, looking pretty. Alright, next one's quite simple. We're just going to take this short cable that's sitting right above it, and that'll go into space number 3. Alrighty. Alright, next up we've got this next display right here. Now this cable is quite a bit longer than it needs to be, but it's going to go right into space number 4 here. And there we go. And it'd probably be a good idea to keep it neat and tidy. If you still have the twist tie from the cable itself, use that, but any twist tie will do. You can just neaten it up. Alright, once you've got that as tidy as it's gonna get, you can take this lead here from the projector, and that's gonna go into the next space over. Alright, only 2 to go. And these are gonna be the 2 from the lightsaber ejector tube, and it's pretty obvious which one goes in which on these ports right here. Alright, when all is said and done, it should look a little something like that. Oh, wow, what an amazing issue that was. All of those electronics installed on this. We finally got the lightsaber ejector tube installed. Things are definitely looking up. And we got another piece of the body frame here, so I can't wait for the next issue. If you like the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.